What's up, my It's your boy Love. I'm looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy in here today. We are talking about Bel-Air Season 3, Episode 9 and 10. Of course, I'm joined with the legendary man himself, the Monray. How you doing today, Monray?
When I say I woke up to just some of the most random stuff this morning, I really did. And now I gotta talk about the random stuff that happened at the end of this Bel Air season. So, we just here at this point. We here.
We just here. Episode 9. It was an interesting. This was so interesting because episode 9 was so jam-packed with just randomness of entertaining things. From thinking who me and Monroe were talking the other day, who gonna lose everything? It appeared to be Will. It appeared like he just screwed up everything. What we gonna do with our girl? What's she gonna do with Lisa? She gonna quit everything? Everything is going wild into people's lives right now. And I'm sitting there like, they called to burn the bridge of his family. What is Frederick got going on? He getting beat up, Monray? Is Will a snitch, Monray? Why are they at Martha Vineyard? It's a lot going on. What is going on with Uncle Phil and Geoffrey? Hilary is out here laying with another man and 2 days before she getting married, Monray.
So
He couldn't hit though. He couldn't hit. She made it clear.
so I where do I begin? Like I had just really decided that, episode 9, I thought everybody was just finna throw everything away and be peachy keen. As soon as Hillary was just like, all right, I gotta get you out my system one night. We all know what that normally means. That just that just means they just finna go and just do and get you out of my system. So I just thought she was like, okay, we just gonna throw it away. But no, they just actually chill, smoke a little bit of weed, play some games, like talked, like legitimately talked about their feelings and all that, acknowledged that they still got feelings, but we just gotta do what we gotta do and move on with our lives. There's a good quote that that Hillary said, like, yeah, we do love each other, but love shouldn't really hurt that much. It shouldn't really be that much of a struggle for us to get through this. And they both acknowledge, mistakes were made. So I'm not like, it's a really, really mature way to move on that people should understand. The talking part, not just chilling and spending the night over Muffin House, but the talking
Leaving
part.
your wedding ring at his
Yeah,
house is
the talking part.
work.
That's what you should do. You should just move on and everything. And of course, at the beginning of episode 10, when she was like, I lost my ring, everybody and their mama knew you left it at Jackson. Like, we all knew where it was. Like, we ain't crazy. We all knew. But just should she have been should she have been told Lamarcus? I'm just gonna put this out there right now. Just put this out there right now. Lamarcus, you are such a better man than me. You are a better man than me. Had my fiance on the day of my wedding, I see the dude you used to be in love with and been hanging around a couple times, seeing you before the wedding, before I do, in secret, and then you come up and tell me you spent the night at his house last night, or you spent the night at his house last night, and you kissed him a few months ago, but you still love me. What? Ain't no wedding, bro. I tell you right, ain't no wedding. Martha's Vineyard, you can have the bread, all that shit over with. Y'all can chuck it to the deuces. Y'all can turn it into a concert for all I care. I'm telling you right, ain't no wedding. There ain't no wedding. So like, just you are a better man than me.
Yo, a lot of people on this show is better people than me. Listen, shout out to Carter. He's like, I love her. I'm like, yo, listen, this trick try to ruin my life. Shout out to Carlton's girl. She's getting the help she needs from trauma, which they also did try to make up with a thing, which I kind of figured when they said it was an incident that caused her traumatic drug use, which is her friend dying in the car with her because she had a wreck, which kind of gets a little weird when we think back on her giving head or fellatio to a man while he's driving on a road on the side of a mountain at like 90 miles per hour. It kind of worried me, Monroe. That kind of worried me, Monroe. I'm like, hey, I don't know if this was a good idea. Especially when I heard that story, they found out she was lying about her sister in the episode 9, and talking about how it caused her to have trauma, which happens, which is the thing. And Murray, did you think about this? Yo, Connor was like, yo, I don't want to be the friend that set you back. And like, oh, he can't take the drugs. Now, if he would have took the coke, Murray, I would have cried. I'm
I
like,
ain't gonna hold you.
Connor told you no, dog. Connor
I
like,
was
hey,
ready.
I thought
To,
Connor was Connor a horrible person.
even that man got a heart. I was ready. I was ready to check my phone, and I was ready to check it. I was ready to be done. If Carlton, I had already accepted once they went quiet in the car that he did, because like had he not
He saw
shown
Will. He saw Will. It wasn't Will,
like
and then
had
Will
he
wasn't
not
there.
shown up to the showing up to the memorial coming together service for a mirror at the space. Had he not shown up at all, I'd be done. I would have thrown my phone because I've been like, bro, she finally did it. She led that man back down there. But the fact that he had the strength at the very end, too, very end, he had the strength to be like, nah, bro, nah, I
Did you
can't
think
do
he
it.
was gonna do it? I kind of thought it. I thought the whole way when Will didn't show up, and it was the lady time he walked lost his wallet. Like, he gonna do it, and then he heard his mama call, and I like, you can't do it after you hear your mama call, especially after the way she said, I'm like, he can't do
I was
it.
worried, bro. Like the spiral was happening because he had spiraled mentally, even though he recovered enough for them to get an investor.
Yeah.
He had spiraled. He had blamed Will for everything, even though it wasn't all Will's fault. Really wasn't Will's fault, but he blamed Will for everything. Like got mad, was mad at Lisa a little bit still. Tried to come talk to her, couldn't talk to his parents. The spiral was there. Like, oh my gosh, but it took a combination of the village, Connor not wanting to do it, Mama's voicemail at the right
I
time.
ain't gonna let my mama voicemail hit me right there. I couldn't do it. I'm like, nah.
He was spared, and like I said, I think Carlton has got to
I
be
rather
after
have.
that investment. Carlton has got to be my favorite character in the entire
I
show.
would. I could see Will regrets because of personality trait. Like, oh, I gotta prove myself to somebody. That's just a personality trait he gonna have to work with through his
And
whole life. But that relapse on drugs, oh, that's the tough one.
like I said, that I'd
That's
have
a
checked my
tough one.
phone.
I'm like,
I'd have checked my
everybody
phone.
can't reset.
I
Everybody
can't
can't
say I
reset.
would have been done with the show. Not that. I'm just saying I'd have been so heartbroken, so done. Like Carlton, you'd have made such strides, and you let this lead you back down there like freak. And yeah, I'm glad they didn't shipped her off because I still don't like her. She's still toxic as all get out. Even though Carlton, at the end of the show, was still looking at the distance like he in L.A. She out in freaking Boston. I'm good, but whatever. Like you'll get over it, Carlton. You'll meet somebody else senior. I'm not really worried about her. Let her be, you know, herself over there. Stay away. Stay away.
Shout out to
Don't.
the Banks for having a house in Martha's Vineyard, by the way.
Well, what?
I'm
Well,
like, that was presidents live.
like I guess we're going from character to character, which is
Yeah.
fine. We go from character to character.
Yeah.
So, Hilary, like I said, Lamarcus, you're a better man than me. And in reference to your season in finale in the show,
I got a question, Monte. Before, did they call him? What's his middle name? Trevor.
I don't know. I don't really pay
I
attention.
heard the word Trevor, and I'm like, oh, what they his dad name? I heard the word. I was like, I had to play, but I couldn't tell who was it to. Yeah, it's Lamarcus. I think it was Lamarcus Trevor.
So I
Oh, they made it. They made a reference to the name Trevor somewhere in there. I don't know who it was about, but yeah, I
quite
was like,
possible.
call back.
Quite possible. So shout out to you and to y'all that were thinking he might go the route of Trevor. He really might go that route. Since the ending of the show had him unconscious. And it's just like, man, not on your honeymoon, bro. So Hillary gonna be facing, his health struggles that seem like it might be a thing come next season, which is very unfortunate because now, the thing they alluded to when he first, passed out from it, his father trying to push him to, get back out on the field, him wanting to get back out on the field, and all that. Now you really gonna have to look at that as if that's even realistic anymore because, if the heart giving out, ain't really a lot he can do about that.
Yeah, you can't do much about it. I
That's
don't.
that's
It's
a lot.
a that was it. Like I said, we talked about that. It was interesting. That whole last episode was so slow until the very end, which I will get to. I want to say the very end for the very end, but it was such a slow show because it was basically like a setup for the entire wedding. We
Yeah.
heard we had a little. It was like, oh, we got to get this done. She lost the ring. Jack got to call Jazz. Jazz got the ring. He found it in his shoe. Now he has to get over there. I'd be like, I'll do whatever if you really love Hillary, which is a weird thing to tell another dude on a wedding day. But she like, you'll get over here. He came. He like, I gotta give it to him myself. He came. Had that moment. He walked off. I want to do call. I do want to make the point that I thought they was gonna do the storyline from what's it called? Different Strokes. Not Different Stroke. Why I keep saying Different Stroke? Um,
Mm-hmm.
they did this. I thought they were gonna do the storyline from yeah, Different Stroke. When old boy came and the light skinned guy, I keep man, my mind is bad now. I do apologize for that. But
Shouldn't be on
he
time.
came in with the military guy and they had a wedding. He said, "No, I love you," and he showed up on the balcony and he said, "If anybody disagree that same scene," and everybody looked back,
Everybody like it.
my boy didn't show up, and then they
Yes,
just
nah, man, I made my peace with it.
and
And
then and then after he walked out and just looked and smiled. If I love, I gotta let her go, and I'm like, okay,
it really
y'all are so mature
is
at
mature.
times.
Like it shows they come
At
away.
times,
But it really just for some reason this episode really just not this episode, this season really just made it seem like to me, since I guess we're on this character, that Jazz just sort of lost everything. Like it really just
he did.
he really didn't get the
But we
taxes
got
to keep his store. I don't know what they're gonna do about his store because he still ain't got the tax money to pay that much back. So his store is
oh,
still
I think that they got a little explanation toward the end that Uncle Phil helped out.
I hope so. But just he's just gonna be out there.
He lost a girl.
He lost a girl. He looked. I think his reputation is probably gonna be a little bit in shambles because he did get formally arrested for, even though Omar dropped the charges,
Yeah.
which is a really good convenient thing that he dropped the charges.
Just
So
because Uncle Phil made him more money.
So I mean, yeah, and it also means Will ain't got to go on trial and none of that other kind of stuff. So it's good for that. But just it's really rough. And then on that instance, I don't know what that's gonna mean for Uncle Phil in the future of his brand because what clients is he finna pull now? Like just, even though
What he did, he's still with Omar, but the thing at the end, I think what he did was all the black people from that black soiree with Quentin that he had. I mean, that Uncle Phil was introducing them to. By the way, these are all like black billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
That's some old boy that owned like they used to own
crazy that
business.
they got them to show up on that show.
That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy they got to show up.
It was what's the guy who owns the HBCU network making billions. There's a lot of billionaires that showed up. And a lot of like
we're actually moving down my list of things to talk about right in the right order anyway. So it surprised me they got them billionaires to show up on that show.
Yeah. So he got them at the end. The switch up was he was losing investors. So he got all the black billionaires to invest in Omar, which took out the white investors. So now Omar's all pro-black because all the black people.
Then I guess I get to that's gonna be so I'm trying to think going forward. Look, Uncle Phil have to see what he's gonna do with his we're gonna see what Uncle Phil's gonna do with his entire legacy and his
well,
his
he owns the company
his firm what I look for his firm and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna see what he's gonna do with his firm. Going forward with that, make sure Erica's gonna be fully out the picture after that miss all that kind of stuff.
But he owns part of that company too, of all the infrastructure bill.
Which is good. Oh yeah, because all that stuff.
Yeah, Carlton like we own this now.
Oh yeah, he'll be fine. I still want him to do something with his
law firm,
with law firm and stuff. But especially because I'm gonna link this to the next one because of ITV. Oh, Nikki is coming. I was floored, boy. I was floored. I literally forgotten all about that story from the original first Bel-Air. Boy, Nikki is coming. It's gonna be wild. I was just like, I really have forgotten about that story point in the entirety of the thing. And they literally added into it the best possible time. Like just everything's smooth. Everybody's good. Everybody's problems are solved more or less. Everybody's cool. Everybody gonna do what they need to do. Auntie V upset up in the bathroom. What's she in the bathroom for? Is that a pregnancy? Oh my God. Like we finna see Nikki. Because even in the original show, Nikki came out of left field. Like it was just like, oh, we had fun. We got our relationship back on track and everything. Hey, Phil, I'm pregnant. What? That's always it, boy. Nikki's gonna be something to see. Because
He was making it in time for the summer of the possible last season.
but no, I'm saying the problem with that, it
Well,
makes
second
me look
semester.
at what because an aspect of the show for the original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that we really didn't get, an aspect of the show was that you didn't really get to see much of Nikki as a baby. No, you got like a couple times him in crib, him in carriages, all that kind of stuff. But the interaction of taking care of him on a day-to-day basis up until Nikki was old enough to speak, we didn't really get a lot of that. You may get some of that here because Nikki, if she's pregnant now, let's just keep it a happenstance. Just keep it a bean. If you go by timeline standards,
It should be 2 seasons from now.
yeah, something like that. Because Nikki, cause the thing about it, this really made Nikki, the presence of this baby is really making me question how long do we intend Bel-Air to go. I originally thought Bel-Air was only going to go up until my senior year, like maybe like Zell thought, and then that was going to be it. But because you're introducing a baby, like the only purpose you introduce a baby is you're going to the actual interaction with said baby, you might do. Because she should be pregnant all throughout senior year. Because right now, most likely she would have gotten pregnant
Yeah.
at the vacation because her and Uncle Phil, as to their own admittance,
So
didn't
that'd be
really
like
have a lot of fun time for recent memory because she got busy being head of the Neiman Foundation and he got busy with his fireman going.
so it's the summer. So we got the fall semester. And then the baby should come right at the end of spring, which should be the end of the
Yeah,
season
the
5.
baby should be born. Cause we're just saying, most likely she only what a few
That'd be
weeks.
the end of season 5, probably. That'd probably be the end of season 5.
She only should be what a few weeks pregnant. So
Yeah.
it should because senior year most likely is gonna take more than one season. It's gonna take like a couple of seasons. So
The way they've been doing it has been fall season of high school, junior year, spring season of junior year, summer. I'm guessing they're gonna do the same thing, spring, fall, which would put it in 2 seasons from now.
our blessing that Bel-Air is able to get renewed for multiple seasons like that. But I'm just saying she should. So it should. So the baby should come out then. So that makes me wonder, like, okay, so are they actually gonna incorporate a baby and incorporate college? Because I mean, Will and Carlton did go to the same college. They did go to the same college. So I mean, which is crazy. So it's questionable because Carlton still has the whole Princeton vibe, and Will didn't go to Princeton. So it's just I don't know how they're gonna do that, or if they just gonna have baby Nikki be born at the end of senior year. You have a pretty little baby, and then they just move on. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but it's very surprising to me because it opens up possibilities that the show could extend on a little bit further than just senior year. But they may just end it off there, just have a newborn in Auntie Bill's hands and be done with it. But the surprisingness of baby Nikki, boy, that is something because we all know it's Nikki. We all know it's Nikki, and they gotta go on long enough for the baby to actually be born. Otherwise, you wouldn't have invested this plot point in the story at all. So Nikki gonna be there.
And if you thought that the show might not go on, you probably take that part out.
Yeah, like you wouldn't do it. So it gives.
I think it's renewed for a season at least. I think maybe 2, but I gotta look up.
I remember looking at it and I didn't see anything about it being renewed for season 4 yet, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like the show's been doing fine. So I would hope that Peacock renews it. I think it's one of their best shows because most of the other shows don't really give me a lot of interest to me. But I hope it is good. I hope they keep it going. Come on, Will. We got a few more people that got to pop up in the show. But so I got that one. We got Lamarcus. I got TV.
Can we say Geoffrey made his first mistake on the show? Or do you want to say that for the end? Because they all go together.
I'm trying to see, are we at Geoffrey? Because we done did everybody else, and the only other one is Will.
We got Ashley. By the way, for people that know, Ashley, we found.
Oh yeah, Ashley.
It's official. She wished she had her first kiss. It turns out she likes girls. He like boys, but they like each other, which I don't know how.
In other words, they go both ways.
Yeah, so
they go both ways. We figured from to be like, okay, they go both ways. You're right.
And that boy snuck us some liquor. I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, I did see. I was like, okay, not Ashley like sneaking in the liquor, or whatever, at 13, or whatever it's gonna be. She's sneaking in the liquor. She did say that she's gonna tell her parents about the relationship. She's not gonna hide that from them, which I greatly respect. I mean, she's doing right. So she's not going spiraling this way, She's just like, hey, I am gonna give me a little bit of liquor. I'm not supposed to have that, but I am gonna tell our parents like, hey, me and you do like each other. I'm not gonna sit here and sneak around behind their back. Thank you. You have good morals, actually. Even though you talk like feel smart, you have good morals. I'm happy for that aspect. I really am. So no, we're gonna have some interesting things. So you got Hilary dealing with Lamarcus' health problem, Hilary and Lamarcus' health problems, um, Ashley and her new boo, Carlton having to find himself away from a mirror and managing over black sis, along with Will, depending on what Will's situation is, because we don't know what's gonna be Will's situation.
Which I want to go into with Geoffrey. So that's
And
good.
Auntie Viv being pregnant with Nikki,
The small
and
extra segment.
Auntie Viv and Uncle Phil having to deal with his sperm and him going forward, and
Yeah.
his wife being pregnant. So that, because with Will, we don't know that because Zell's been waiting for this. So we are here at Will and Geoffrey.
Listen, I do want to shout out to Uncle Phil and Geoffrey. Like, listen, our kids been looking up to us, even if we're not the same people, even if it's my past life that Frederick want to be like me, which turns out Frederick, it wasn't just a random bookie. It was for Geoffrey. A message was sent, and Penelope tried to set him up, be like, "Cause you can handle it. I know you can probably get your way out of it. Frederick can't." So I was like, "Yeah," and he like, "Trust me," which led to what happened in episode 8 when she was like, "Hey, we can run away and not have to deal with this no more." And then I was proud of him and Uncle Phil coming together. Like, we got to be better for our kid because I did my moral, so I'm gonna make up something big, which led to the the big project for all the people in the neighborhood to start getting taxes reduced, which helps Jazz because taxes are going down. They're gonna help fund some of the taxes that people already owe apparently, and they're gonna build this new infrastructure for Black people, for us, with the investors being all the wealthy billionaire $700 million Black people. That's real life $700 million Black people. Like, I was looking at it, I ain't gonna lie, I was pocket watching. I was like, you worth 700 million? You worth 850 million? You worth $1 billion?
Yeah, craziness. And then there's a wonderful, wonderful build up when everybody was at Martha's Vineyard and they was having the after party. They're having the reception. Geoffrey, even during the photos, it was the photos that gave it away. Even during the
He walked
photos,
off in the photos. It was
this
crazy.
man was sitting there sneaking on like, Will, remember, trusting yourself, man. You've come a long way. Don't forget, how far you've come while you're trying to do everything individual yourself. And I'm like, Geoffrey, what are you doing, Geoffrey? You up here giving away these last time vibes with all these random messages you're giving in between photos and crap, and everything else is like, Geoffrey. It's like, oh Lord, Geoffrey's finna do this bullshit. And what does he do, Grandpa? What does he do?
He takes off with Penelope. I knew as soon as she came back, he ran off with her. He ran off with that woman. He loved that woman. The way she whined on him, I'm leaving with my son too. Which led to also, shout out to football coming on soon. Which led also to him making his first bad decision, knowing that they know where he live at, and they're like, "Oh, this kid looking for him," which led to you not thinking about your other family that you have developed, and how they gonna get caught in your mess too because they don't know where you at.
Now, the thing about it, when
Which
I
led to
saw that
Will getting
episode,
kidnapped.
yes, Will is gone. Will has been taken by the bookies. He's been taken by the old crew.
Will we
And
see Roman again? We probably won't even see Roman no more. He's just not even part of it.
I don't know if we're gonna see Roman Geoffrey again, but it's gonna be some of the sneak peek. Just so long as it's not Will Smith being over the crew. Like if Will chooses this to be his entrance into the show, like, hey, I'm gonna kidnap myself. Like, I'm just saying, bro. If he do that,
It's part of like what happens on the show.
if he chooses to kidnap himself and be like, I'm gonna be the head of the bookies, bro, you know how wild that's gonna be. Like, just to me, I'm like, that's the role you choose, not as a mentor or none of that kind of stuff. As a gangster, like, bro, I'm be tripped out. But either way, like,
I would have
to
swore
be
Hilary
fair
and
to
Carlton would
Jeffrey,
have came first
it
before
wasn't
him.
supposed to happen because nobody was supposed to come to his apartment to look for
Yeah.
him. So to be fair to Jeffrey, that wasn't supposed to happen. It was just a bad inconvenience that Uncle Phil found the note later. Then Will actually go on to visit. Because as soon as Will went to visit, they was like, they're probably just staking out the apartment. As soon as Will went to visit, he's like, who this kid is? Oh, he knows Jeffrey. Get this little man. No! It's like that. So it wasn't supposed to happen. And to me,
but Jeffrey's supposed to plan this. This is Jeffrey thing. Lean on me.
yeah, he
Phil.
planned to
You
leave.
always, you have
He planned to
always.
go get flew out to Martha's Vineyard with his family and then not come back. It was very simple because he already
No,
left.
I ain't gonna lie. I heard a little more when he told that line though. It hit when Will got kidnapped. Phil, do what you always do. Lean on me.
You put a lean on me. The thing about it that's
No,
crazy
you're not strong.
is that
I'll be your friend.
I don't think I don't know. I just had like this feeling Uncle Phil didn't read all the letter. Like it was a part that was left out. To me, this to me, him and Geoffrey are like this. They done had they falling out, coming back together, been cool for years, got him out there missing everything. I have to think that even at the bottom, either at the bottom of the note or just in secret, whatever, Uncle Phil is gonna have a way to contact Geoffrey. He's gonna have a way to contact him because they're not just gonna not be able to go get Will back. Like, no, Uncle Phil's gonna know he got. They're gonna figure out he got kidnapped. They're gonna know where he got kidnapped.
But
But they're gonna do
I'm
all.
assuming I'm gonna assume that they gonna tell Uncle Phil that you give up Geoffrey if you want your nephew back.
No, it could be a ransom note like that or something, or just they're gonna figure out like just the same like where Will got kidnapped at, and Uncle Phil gonna be like, they found Geoffrey. Like Uncle Phil's just gonna know they found Geoffrey, and like just something like that. Because Geoffrey didn't tell anybody what was going on about the miss. Nobody, like only one that knew was his family. They don't know anything what was going on. Either that, I'll be fair. Let me be fair. It's either that, like Uncle Phil gonna get a ransom note, or he just gonna know, or old Geoffrey Roman is gonna come to Uncle Phil and be like, Uncle Phil, they got Will. Like he might just be the ransom note. Like I'm just gonna tell you flat out, they got Will. They want to see Geoffrey. You need to figure out where he is because Uncle Phil, somebody's gonna know how to reach Uncle Phil, and most likely it's gonna be Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil's gonna always have a way to reach Geoffrey, even when him and Geoffrey were beefing and Geoffrey just went off on his own. Uncle Phil always could have contacted Geoffrey, and Viv knew it. Viv knew from the he's like, boy, just talk to Geoffrey because he knew where he was. He knew where to find him. Well, he didn't just say know where he was, but he knew how he can get in contact with him. So the same thing gonna apply here. He gonna know how to contact him, and not to mention, you really believe this? This ain't gonna be kept indoors. This is not gonna be kept indoors, way. I don't believe that they're gonna be able to. They're gonna deal with all this just under the gun and everything. Will's due to start school, senior year. He's over Black Sis, which is now a worldwide connected company. So him going missing is going to affect a lot of people, flat out. And they're just gonna be like, bro, like, is it a coincidence that Phil, man over the police force in LA, finally made Phil made peace with Auntie Viv and Uncle Phil and all the rest of them. Oh, Fred, I'm sorry, Fred. That Fred made peace with everybody in that. He done made peace mysteriously on the second to last episode, right before Will get kidnapped the next episode. Is that a coincidence? Hey, yo, Fred, we gotta talk, bro. We gotta talk. I need my boy back. I need him back. Will mama, when she find out he got kidnapped, she gonna be tripping balls. She gonna be like, he got kidnapped. Bring him back now to Philly. Bring him back right now. His dad is there. And speaking of Will, we didn't even talk about the fact that his mom's dating now. But his dad is there now. The dad might try to use connections, be like, hey, yo, I need to find my boy. It's gonna be wild. Who is gonna do what?
Yeah, I think they know they got enough seasons coming. You can't end off on Will getting kidnapped just to show over.
Like, can you imagine all the stuff that's gonna have to go down? Like, in my mind, it's more. I'm thinking, how is it going to affect everybody when they find out? And I can think of like everybody find out and affecting them in an entirely different way. Like Carlton, he just
Jazz 100% going in the streets looking.
Huh?
Jazz 100% going in the streets looking.
Like that, it blows my mind. However, like Jazz gonna go hunting. Jazz dead ass. He gonna go hunting in the streets. Carlton's probably gonna do like the noble route, the school wise, using their school. Him and Lisa probably use their school connections or whatever case may be, something like that. Talk to regular students, try to figure out if they don't heard anything. Uncle Phil is gonna go on a straight tangent. Like he's just gonna get to hunting. Like I'm gonna use all the connections I got. And whatever case may be, because Uncle Phil's gonna know the most. He gonna know it got something to do with Geoffrey. So he gonna know the most instantly. He gonna like, okay, have something. Uncle Phil might go to the up top route. Me, Fred, finna go into the streets, the top route, figure out where he at. And Roman might come up and tell Uncle Phil, like, hey, we want Geoffrey, bring him here. The paying the money didn't work, something like that. His mama's gonna blow a gasket. Lisa gonna blow a gasket. Auntie Viv gonna blow a gas. Like all the women basically in Will, like they all gonna damn near go crazy. They're like, what the you mean he got kidnapped? His mama might trip. Especially if they don't tell her. Like just if they let's just say like they go and get him back and they don't tell her he got kidnapped, boy. And then you gotta look at the effects that this could have on Will, depending on what they do with Will when he's in captivity. Like if they just decide, beat the heck out of him or some crap like that, because Will is mouthing off or whatever it may be, might beat the heck out of him, abuse
We're
him,
gonna mouth out.
stuff like I'm saying, like, so there ain't no telling how long he gonna be kidnapped for. So what kind of effects it can have on Will as a person? It might leave him with some scars, not physical scars necessarily, but like some mental scars. Being in captivity, being kidnapped, taking in that gang life, like the real gang life. Like this ain't just the shout out to you, Nico. This ain't just the the little bit of gang interactions that, like, not her gang, the little bit of hood interactions that he had when he was in Philly. Oh no, we got official cartel business, son. We long past, you rolling up and somebody pulling out the toolie while you shooting basketball. We got some real folks that doing the dirty stuff, and you are in their captivity now. So now he might get some scars. He might, might affect him. He might not be able to go back and play basketball. I don't know how it's going to affect Black Sis, because now Carlton going to have to manage Black Sis however long Will going to be out, and whatever condition Will comes back in. Will might need therapy. He might be trying to come back and shrug out it under the rug. And, he has some night terrors or some stuff like that based off whatever he goes through. And then him and Uncle Phil and Geoffrey, because Geoffrey's going to have to come back from this. Because now Geoffrey's going to have to deal with this one way or the other, whether he comes back and leaves and works in the cartel again, which is the main thing he don't want to do. Or because now that they've kidnapped him, now they've turned this into like an actual police thing. Now it's not a thing that they can just like, okay, we're just talking to Geoffrey behind closed doors and nobody gonna know what we're doing. Now they've just formally kidnapped him. So now the police really have a reason to be involved. And it's just, I think they're gonna talk to. I think Uncle Phil talks. The Uncle Phil is gonna do the underground route and try to mediate a way for Geoffrey and Will to leave the business, or they're gonna bring Fred in and the police force of LA.
By the way, shout out Fred.
And that was like,
he's
gonna bring in Fred, because Fred just happened to come in at the end of the season for whatever reason, and he made peace, so he cool with them now. So he might be like, hey, yo, Fred, they took my nephew. They took Will. And then that's gonna affect Lisa. He ain't gonna play about Lisa. So now you're gonna affect Lisa too? Oh, it's over. Fred gonna be on off.
I do want to shout out Lisa too for not being able to get in the water and going through her trauma that we kind of overlooked throughout this season, because everybody got like super drama. But she can't go to nationals. I'm looking for a sign. And then she met the swimmer.
She met the swimmer
at the Paralympics.
And I'm just like, bro.
He told her his story, which everybody got a story. Which,
Lisa gonna be done. Lisa gonna be through, boy. And I was like, Fred. I really think Fred gonna have to get involved, because not only is it like a form of kidnapping of a friend's son, that just came up to him and tried to do the right thing. So it's a form of kidnapping of a friend's son. It's also the form of kidnapping of basically his son-in-law, because he's Lisa's main boyfriend. Like, bruh. Oh my gosh. That first episode of season 4. My God, with everybody, that's all I'm gonna be looking forward to for that first episode. I just need to see how is it gonna affect everybody when they find out this bear got kidnapped.
I wonder how many episodes they're gonna take, because we know they're gonna try to get in the fall semester. I wonder how long it's gonna take them to find him. Or is he gonna be gone for like a few weeks? Because fall should start soon. He's gonna be gone for a few weeks, and they looking for him, and they're gonna start. I can see a panic start where everybody just running around. We gotta find Will, and a whole bunch with Fred in the house, and everybody just looking.
I'm gonna be real, just keeping it a bean with you. I don't think it's going to, like, the effects of it might last for the season or whatever it could be. Like, after they get Will, he come back, whether they have night terrors, the relationship gonna have with people, his mom might want him to come back, all that kind of stuff. So the effects of it might last for the rest of the season. I don't think Will's gonna be gone no more than 2 episodes. They're gonna be big. I think they get him back within 1 to 2 episodes, and then they're gonna go straight into senior year and just do
the going to Bel-Air, his life has been the most interesting. Hilary life is insane. Hey, I kissed this dude, I slept with this dude, I got married in like a few months.
And my only bit of warning I could have gave, Geoffrey, you should have threw the family away. If you'd have thrown away the family, you'd have been fine. But no, you want to go get the family back. That's how they found you, and now they got your new family.
Penelope, she put that wine on him, but that wine.
I ain't gonna lie. A woman put that kind of wine on you, bro, you do whatever she say too. But I'm just saying, man. Like, just godly. How it goes.
By the way, it's not different strokes. Different strokes is another black. It's a different world. Shout out to that show. I love that show. One of my favorite shows. My mind was just off a little bit on trying to figure out this. But like I said, Drew is the new investor. By the way, Drew is the new investor, which created the situation for Blacks.
Yeah, but supposedly they worked it out. And I would say like episode 9 and like a part of episode 10, they worked out a lot of different aspects very quickly. Which not to say it wasn't rushed. They just worked it out in a good way. They worked it out in a good way. Drew was like, "Hey, we're gonna try the cool. Let's just square this away because we got bigger fish we need to fry." All right, fine. Drew, especially they introduced Drew right when school is gonna start back. When Drew used to go to that school. I don't know if he still goes to Bel-Air, but they introduced him right when school was about to start back again.
He's going on yacht trips. I wouldn't go to school if I had a yacht
trip.
Like I'm going to school with a yacht trip.
Well, I mean, to be fair, most of the kids in Bel-Air are loaded, so it's just not really crazy to say. Most of them are loaded.
Connor is very loaded too.
Yes, he is loaded, and he's.
We found out what his daddy do in that episode when they were working at the golf course.
So it's something to see.
This is Bel-Air, season 3, episode 9 and 10.
Oh boy, I wonder if they're gonna tell Jackie.
Oh, Jackie, Jackie know people.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to see the interactions of everybody as they find out Will got kidnapped. Like just everybody's interaction and reaction to that happening, and then the interaction with him when he comes back. Bro, I gotta see that. That's all I want to see for the first episode. Just like not all I want to see, but all I'm looking forward to is how are people going to react to Will getting kidnapped? Because that's the one thing they did not show. It happened for the very last scene of the show. Will got kidnapped, taken into the car. I just gotta see. I gotta see how they're gonna all affect them. That's all I gotta see. But that's all I got.
Yeah, good episode, good season, really impactful. I love this season.
Very quick.
It was. They put 3, 3, 2, 2 out.
A month. They're like, bro, a month. Like we finna throw this mug out so that it's the season of the summer is over with the summer. Like done. They're like, we're good.
Do you like this style, my dad? Did you like this style, or do you prefer the one episode a week, or do you prefer the all get Netflix style of all shows get pushed out, or do you prefer the 3, 3, 2, 2 format?
I'm actually not mad at putting them out multiple episodes at once because it makes it to where I have more of a chunk to digest on. I wouldn't mind if they did like 2 episodes at once, or even you continue with the 3. I don't really mind either way. Just I like it more than one episode. I don't want them to do all at once. I don't want to do that. I do want something kind of build up to the next week somewhat, but one episode at a time. For Bel-Air, we got used to it and I was fine with it, but we would have some episodes that weren't as exciting, and then we would have some episodes that were like, wow. Like so for like perfect example, like if we had seen episode 9 on its own, which was just working stuff out with Fred and Will trying to squeal on himself and all that kind of stuff, and then dropping the charges at the end. Like a lot of that wouldn't have been as exciting, versus having both of those episodes to link the things together that happen and understand more context and everything. So it worked out better in this instance. So I'm down with them if they want to do like I say 2 episodes a week. They do 2 episodes a week. Y'all good with me. But I mean, y'all go back down to 1. I'm not gonna be mad at it. I think more or less they just did it that way, to push it out before the end of the summer, and then because of the time that the show came out. The show for the first 2 seasons came out in February, and this is the one that actually came out all in August. So I think they just wanted to really push it out quick so they can be out with the summer. So, but we'll see.
3, 3, 2, 2. I know some people like the Netflix style so they can binge. I know some people like. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comment. When I was in college, binging was easy, but now I'm like, I got work.
I ain't binging this show, bro. I ain't binging this. I can tell you that right now.
Maybe if I just decide to drop every YouTube video we do and just decide just to watch a show, maybe on a Saturday. But football on that, so it's gonna be real hard.
Exactly.
So we're not doing it. But I think I prefer. I like this style. It was unique. I like this style. 1 episode a week would have been exciting, but I don't think this is the type of show for that. Power more like a 1 episode a week type of thing, but even they take like a half a season break. because it's just ratchetness going on in Power.
Yeah, it's just normal, but they ain't already.
You got random like, oh, I gotta figure out my emotions. Ain't no emotion in Power. Tariq trying to rob somebody. He trying to rob somebody. Ain't no emotion. Tariq don't. Tariq St.
But
Patrick.
emotions,
I'm.
emotions,
I got a whole gang trying to murder me right now. You think I got time to cry?
emotions.
But anything else, Maury?
That's all for me. We will see y'all at the next season time.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Power will probably come out tomorrow, maybe. Probably. I'll make it probably. Well, I don't know. I put Will Power out, come out soon. But we got other shows coming soon. I appreciate y'all, Maury. Where can they find you?
Of course, your boy Monray Hudson. Everywhere it says Monray Hudson. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and of course, Make It Make Sense, the podcast every Saturday evening. We here, we ready. Let's get cracking.
All right. You know, you can find me at Keep It 99 Media. Go Keep It 99 every day. We got I'll Be That News coming back soon. All kind of stuff. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you watch Make It Make Sense, the podcast. Make sure it's D-A podcast so you can find it. It's not the other guy. Shout out to him. But look out for all the new shows coming. We got some new ideas, new things coming, upgrade of everything. I appreciate y'all. It's a question